Hello everyone, I'm MVL, and in this video we're going to be unboxing River City Girls Complete Edition First Print Edition on the Nintendo Switch. We're going to be opening it up and taking a look at gameplay for the games included in this collection as well. River City Girls Complete Edition includes the following games: River City Girls, River City Girls Zero, and River City Girls 2, as well as the River City Girls 2 Double Dragon downloadable content, all in one cartridge. The first print edition comes with a slipcover, free art cards, and some Joy-Con stickers, and naturally the sealed game itself, which will be the same as a standard edition physical of this release. I got this from PlayAsia, and when it arrived it also came with 3 additional extra sticker sheets, which was nice. So the good news is that I have more stickers that I know what to do with. But there is unfortunately some bad news, as it looks like the builds of the games included in this collection's cartridge are the same as the previously released retail builds. So they are without any updates included. And with that said, 2 of the 3 games on the cartridge did have patch data available. River City Girls had a just over 900 megabyte update, and River City Girls 2 had a frankly massive 2.5 gigabyte update or so. I'll also warn that River City Girls 2 main game menu has a section that prompts you to buy the Double Dragon DLC regardless. Justifiably, some people have been confused about that, because it's supposed to be included, and thankfully I can confirm that you don't need to buy the DLC and it is included. I think that if you have updated River City Girls 2 and then proceed past a certain point in game, you'll eventually be able to swap out to Double Dragon's characters, Billy and Jimmy if you want, complete with their own voice line dialogue in-game. I do think that it's disappointing that updated builds of the games weren't included on the cartridge. But regardless of all that, I still think that for the price, it's nice to have all of these games in one package. And with that said, let's check out the games. We'll be checking the games out in series order, starting with the first game in the series, 2019's River City Girls, then 2022's prequel, River City Girls Zero, and the sequel to the first game, 2022's River City Girls 2. And yes, I realize it does get a bit more confusing when you consider River City Girls Zero is a prequel, and no, it's a re-release of a 1994 game reworked to fit into this spin-off series. But I'll cover that, trust me. Anyway, let's check out River City Girls. River City Girls is a beat-em-up game, and is a spin-off of the Kunio-kun game series. You play as Kyoto and Misako, whose boyfriends, Kunio and Riki, get in trouble and need to be rescued. Like many of the Kunio-kun games, there are role-playing game elements to this beat-em-up game, where you can level up your characters and gain new skills as you go, meaning that if you come across an enemy or boss that's too challenging at first, you can train up to rise up to the challenge of your rivals later on. The graphics are retro-inspired, and the game world feels pretty big, with lots of areas to come back to and explore to look for secrets. Along with a variety of moves and martial prowess, the girls can also use weapons and some items found around the environments. The tone of the game is generally very tongue-in-cheek, and doesn't take itself too seriously, which I like. There's even a few meta jokes thrown around for fans of the series to catch. I also appreciate the comic book style cutscenes the game employs sometimes, and the overall presentation and play is really nice and smooth. I'd probably go as far as to say that this game is somewhat of a modern classic in its genre. That's River City Girls. Next up we have River City Girls Zero. River City Girls Zero is a beat-em-up game and is a newly English localized version of the originally Japanese exclusive Kunio-kun series game Shin Nekketsu Koha Kunio Tachi no Banka on the Super Famicom. Whilst many of the original Kunio-kun games were exclusive to Japan originally, many have since been translated to English and ported to systems like the Nintendo Switch, showing up on collections like the Double Dragon and Kunio-kun Retro Brawler bundle, which I've actually previously unboxed and you can check out on my channel. This game, however, has been singled out and includes a new animated intro, theme tune, and some new story elements to rework it as a prequel of sorts to River City Girls. I think since you get to play as the girls Kyoto and Misako in this game, it can work as an origin to the spin-off River City Girls. Here you start out with the boys Kunio and Riki and gain Kyoto and Misako as you go. You can swap between characters during gameplay and they each have separate health, which helps you fight longer on each section. Interestingly, there's 2 English language translations available, one a more direct translation and one more altered, which is essentially the same but less of a direct translation, and honestly it's nice to have the option. WayForward did a similar repackaging treatment to the original Clock Tower game as Clock Tower Rewind, adding a new animated intro and theme tune to that game and a rewind gimmick and re-releasing it, and I think it's just nice to have the option to have that if you want. By the way, you can also check out an unboxing for that on my channel as well. Okay, I'll stop promoting my own stuff, but it would have been nice to have a rewind feature in this game for some of the end bosses. See, I worked that in. Anyway, there is a password system to continue where you left off, and aside from some overpowered end bosses, this is an excellent game. That's River City Girls Zero. And finally we have River City Girls 2. River City Girls 2 is a beat-em-up adventure game, and if you enjoyed River City Girls, there's more to love in River City Girls 2, with more character options, moves, equipable items, locations, quests, and minigames to enjoy. The gameplay and presentation is more of the same from the previous game, but I did find that the many new side quests and minigames spiced things up. My only complaint would be that I did start to get fatigued from button bashing endless waves of enemies in this game, but that's probably because I'd already captured gameplay from the other games in this collection beforehand. Regardless, I thought this game was really good, and had everything that I liked from its predecessor and more. This game did have some downloadable content for free, which you can access once the game is updated, which includes a new seasonal changing Seasons Beatings shop, a training dojo, and some new in-game items, as well as the Double Dragon DLC, which is included in this version, where you can play as Billy and Jimmy once you progress past a certain point in-game and can change to those characters and enjoy their own story integration. Anyway, overall I was glad to grab this bundle. Even though admittedly I may have already had some of these games, it's nice to have them in one package. That's River City Girls 2. And there you have it. That was my unboxing of River City Girls Complete Edition, First Print Edition on the Nintendo Switch. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like or a comment to let me know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. And if you'd like to, you can also support me through Patreon or YouTube channel membership. Thank you for watching, I've been MVL, and I will catch you next time.